My beloved child, my chosen one, are you ready to move? Yes, I am asking you this question, because I know you are not ready to move from your comfort zone. But now I am putting you in a season where you have to come out of your comfort zone and achieve greater heights. Child, you are my beloved, and I will never desire your bad. This season I am going to put you inside is going to test you on 5 different levels. Therefore, you need to hear my words carefully and prepare in advance. Child, listen closely. For these words I speak to you are not merely suggestions or distant whispers. They are the truth of your path, the blueprint of your destiny, and the heartbeat of my will for you. You are my creation, fashioned with intention, molded with love, and set apart for a purpose that surpasses your current understanding. I have watched you, every step, every hesitation, every moment of triumph and of trembling. I have been with you in the silent hours when no one else saw your tears, and I have rejoiced over you when you stood strong, even when your strength seemed to falter. My chosen one, I see the weariness in your spirit and the questions that linger in the quiet corners of your mind. You wonder why the journey seems long, why the challenges seem unending. Yet I tell you now, nothing you have faced and nothing you will face is in vain. Every moment has been shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for what lies ahead. I am a God of order, not of chaos, of purpose, not of randomness. I weave every thread of your life into a tapestry that, though it may seem tangled to your eyes, is glorious and perfect in my sight. This new season, child, is not like the ones before. I am not calling you to remain where you are, where it is comfortable and familiar, where the surroundings feel safe and predictable. I am calling you to rise, to stretch beyond the limits you have known, and to walk into the unknown with faith that is bold and unshakable. Yes, I know your heart. I know the hesitations that grip you, the fear of failure, the uncertainty of what will come if you step out. But understand this, I am not asking you to walk alone. I am with you, closer than your breath, stronger than any fear, and more faithful than you can comprehend. There are heights I have destined for you to reach, places your eyes have not yet seen and your heart has not fully conceived. But to attain them, you must be willing to move. You must be willing to shed the old garments of fear, doubt, and complacency. You must let go of what has anchored you to the past, even if it seemed good for a time, because I have something greater in store. You have grown accustomed to certain patterns, certain ways of thinking and being, but I am breaking the mold. I am doing a new thing, and it requires a new posture from you, a posture of surrender, of trust, of unwavering commitment to my voice above all others. My beloved, I have seen your faithfulness in small things, and now I am entrusting you with more. But understand that with greater responsibility comes greater testing. This is not to harm you, but to strengthen you, to prove your character, and to elevate you to where you are meant to be. I am not a harsh master. I am your loving Father. Every trial, every challenge, every test is an opportunity for you to grow, to deepen your reliance on me, and to shine with the radiance of my glory. You ask, what are these tests? Child, they are not meant to be feared, but to be embraced as stepping stones to your destiny. The first test will be one of faith. You will be asked to believe even when the evidence seems lacking, to trust my promises when the circumstances shout otherwise. This is where your roots must go deep into my word, where you must cling to what I have spoken over you, refusing to let go, even when the winds of doubt howl around you. Remember, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You walk by faith, not by sight, and in this season your faith will be the key that unlocks new doors. The second test will be of obedience. I will ask things of you that may not make sense in the natural. I may lead you to places you never imagined going, to do things that stretch you beyond your own capabilities. But obedience is better than sacrifice. It is in your willingness to say yes, even when you don't fully understand, that my power will be made perfect in your weakness. Trust that I will never lead you astray. Every instruction I give is wrapped in wisdom and love, designed to bring you into the fullness of my plan. The third test will be of perseverance. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when the road seems too long and the obstacles too great. But I am calling you to endure, to press on with steadfastness, knowing that endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. My grace is sufficient for you, and my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Lean on me, draw from my well of living water, and you will find the strength to continue. The fourth test will be of humility. As I elevate you, as I bring you into new realms of influence and blessing, there will be a temptation to take credit for what I have done. But remember, every good and perfect gift comes from me. Stay humble, child. Keep your heart pure and your eyes fixed on me. Do not seek the praise of men, but seek to honor me in all you do. When you humble yourself under my mighty hand, I will exalt you in due time. Let your boast be in me alone. The fifth test will be of love. Love is the greatest commandment and the greatest test. You will encounter people who are difficult to love, situations that challenge your patience and kindness. But I am calling you to love as I have loved you unconditionally, sacrificially, and without reservation. By this, all will know that you are my disciple, if you have love one for another. Let your love be genuine, not just in word but in deed. Forgive freely, give generously, and extend grace as I have extended grace to you. Child, these tests are not meant to break you but to build you, to shape you into the vessel I have designed you to be. Do not fear the fire, for it refines you like gold. Do not resist the pressure, for it forms you like a diamond. I am the potter, and you are the clay. Yield to my hands, trust my process, and know that the work I have begun in you, I will bring to completion. In the midst of all this, remember that my love for you is constant, unwavering, and eternal. Nothing can separate you from my love, not trials, not tests, not even your own shortcomings. I am with you in the storm and in the calm, in the valley and on the mountaintop. My presence will go before you, my spirit will empower you, and my peace will guard your heart and mind. Lift your eyes, my child. Do not be consumed by what is around you. Fix your gaze on me, for I am your source, your strength, and your salvation. I am making a way where there seems to be no way. I am opening doors that no man can shut. I am aligning people and circumstances in your favor. Trust me, even when you cannot see the full picture. Walk by faith, step by step, knowing that I am guiding your every move. Child, listen now as I unfold before you the stories of those who walked before you, those whose journeys were marked by trials and seasons of deep testing, yet who emerged refined, victorious, and glorifying my name. For the seasons I am bringing you through are not new to me, and they are not without precedent. The path of faith is one that many have walked, and their stories remain as testimonies of my faithfulness, my power, and my relentless love for those who trust in me. I want you to understand that every season under heaven has its purpose. There is a time to be still and a time to move, a time to sow and a time to reap, a time to endure hardship and a time to dance in victory. The cycles of life, the ups and downs, the trials and triumphs, all are within my sovereign control. Nothing happens outside of my will, and nothing touches your life unless I have allowed it for your growth and for the fulfillment of my greater plan. Do not think that you are alone in your journey, child. The saints of old walked paths of struggle and testing, yet in every case my hand was upon them, guiding them, strengthening them, and ultimately bringing them through to victory. Let me remind you of Joseph, my servant, whose life was a testament to enduring faith and divine purpose. Joseph's journey was not a straight path to glory. He was given dreams, visions of greatness, of authority, and of influence. Yet shortly after receiving these dreams, his world seemed to collapse. His own brothers, driven by jealousy, betrayed him. They stripped him of his robe of many colors, a symbol of his father's love, and sold him into slavery. Imagine, child, the pain and confusion Joseph must have felt in that moment. He had done nothing wrong. He had been faithful, yet his reward seemed to be betrayal and loss. But was I not with Joseph? Yes, I was with him in the pit. I was with him in the caravan of traders. I was with him in Potiphar's house, where, despite being a slave, my favor rested upon him, and he rose to a position of trust and influence. Yet again, when he was falsely accused by Potiphar's wife and thrown into prison, it seemed as though his dreams were further away than ever. But child, my plans are not thwarted by man's actions or by unjust circumstances. Every setback in Joseph's life was a setup for the fulfillment of my promise. In the prison, Joseph remained faithful. He interpreted dreams, he served others, and he kept his heart pure. And in my perfect timing, I brought him out of that prison and into the palace. In one day, Joseph went from being a prisoner to becoming the second most powerful man in Egypt. The dreams I gave him as a boy came to pass because he endured the seasons of testing with faith and integrity. His suffering was not meaningless, it was preparation. Through Joseph I saved nations from famine, and his own family was restored and reconciled. What the enemy meant for evil, I turned for good. Do you see, child? Joseph's season of hardship was long and painful, but I was weaving a greater story, one of redemption, restoration, and divine purpose. So it is with you. When the road seems long, when betrayal cuts deep, when it feels like you are in a pit or a prison, remember Joseph. Hold fast to the vision I have given you, and trust that my timing is perfect. I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail for your good and for my glory. Let me also speak to you of my servant Esther. Her story, too, is one of divine orchestration and courageous faith in a season of great peril. Esther was an orphan, raised by her cousin Mordecai, in a land that was not her own. She had no status, no power, no reason to expect greatness. Yet I chose her for such a time as this. Through a series of events that only I could have arranged, Esther was brought into the king's palace and made queen. But her journey did not end in comfort and luxury. No, child, I had a greater purpose for her position. In the days of Esther, a great threat arose against my people. Haman, driven by hatred, plotted to destroy the Jews. It was a time of deep fear and uncertainty. Mordecai sent word to Esther, urging her to intervene, to go before the king and plead for the lives of her people. But doing so was not without risk. To approach the king unsummoned was to risk death. Esther wrestled with fear, just as you do at times. But hear the words spoken to her, words that I echo to you now. Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Esther fasted and prayed. She sought my face, and with courage that only I could provide, she stepped into her destiny. She approached the king, and I gave her favor in his sight. Through her bravery and obedience, the plot of Haman was exposed, and my people were saved from destruction. Esther's season was one of preparation, of hiddenness, and then of bold action. Her story reminds you that I place my people in strategic positions, sometimes hidden and seemingly insignificant, until the appointed time when I call them forth to fulfill their purpose. Child, take heart from these stories. Joseph and Esther were ordinary people, but they served an extraordinary God. Their victories were not won by their own strength or wisdom, but by their reliance on me. They trusted me through betrayal, through fear, through seasons of waiting and of action. And just as I was faithful to them, so I am faithful to you. You may feel, at times, that your season of testing is too much to bear. You may question why certain doors remain closed, why certain prayers seem unanswered, or why the fulfillment of my promises appears delayed. But remember, I am not bound by time as you are. I see the end from the beginning. I am the Alpha and the Omega, and my timing is always perfect. Every season serves its purpose. The waiting strengthens your faith. The trials refine your character. The battles teach you dependence on me. And in the fullness of time, the victory will come. Do not despise the season you are in. Each one is a stepping stone to your destiny. When you are in a season of hiddenness, know that I am developing you in secret, preparing you for the unveiling. When you are in a season of pruning, know that I am cutting away what is unnecessary so that you may bear more fruit. When you are in a season of testing, know that I am proving your faith, making it as pure as gold. And when you enter a season of harvest, remember to give thanks and to remain humble. For every good thing comes from my hand. Child, you are part of a greater story, a divine narrative that spans generations. The same power that delivered Joseph from the pit and Esther from destruction is at work in your life. The same love that sustained them through their darkest hours surrounds you now. I am not a distant God watching from afar. I am intimately involved in every detail of your life, weaving together every thread for your good and for my glory. There will be moments when you cannot see my hand, when my ways seem mysterious and my plans unclear. But trust in my heart. I am good. I am faithful. I am for you, not against you. When you walk through the fire, I am there. When you pass through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. My promises are true, and my covenant with you is unbreakable. Like to the examples I have given you. Let their stories fuel your faith and remind you that victory is assured for those who trust in me. Joseph endured betrayal, false accusation, and years of waiting, yet he rose to a position of great influence and brought salvation to many. Esther, an orphan girl, stepped into her calling with courage and became a deliverer for her people. Their seasons of hardship were but a prelude to the fulfillment of my promises. And so it will be with you, my beloved. Do not fear the season you are in. Embrace it, knowing that I am with you, that I am working all things together for your good, and that in the end you will emerge victorious. Keep your eyes on me, keep your heart steadfast, and know that greater things are yet to come. For I am the Lord your God, the one who calls you by name, the one who holds you in the palm of my hand. I am your strength, your shield, your refuge, and your deliverer. Trust me, child. Move forward in faith, for the best is yet to come. Amen.